So for Abandoned Factory and Side Mountain, mostly was the package with a default scene. And on Abandoned Factory, I was like optimize it because it was not made for VR.
Welcome to Metaverse Degen. I'm Lion.
I'm Old Man Raptor, and we have one hell of a guest this morning, and that is...
Garvas313. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. It's a pleasure to have you.
Oh, yes, it is. We appreciate you being here.
So let's just jump into the meat and potatoes of the conversation. What are you most known for? How'd you get started, and what got you into VRChat?
Most known for being VR photographers. Sometimes making work on VRChat and be staff on the Exploreurs Imaginaires.
Oh wow! So what got you into VRChat, and what got you started making worlds and being a photographer and to explore Imaginaires?
So first, I got everyone during was more after COVID-19. I started having a quest, an index. So I started VR with an index, and still using the own VR home, the Steam home. You have like a recommendation multiplayer. It's like how I start first to using VRChat, and I didn't grab too much attention on it, and I got reintroduced with like back in the day. I was following a VTuber, and she do a meetup in VRChat. So this is why I started gathering with like all other members from the community, and I start to have an interest in VRChat, and so I meet new people, and one friend starting doing photography in VRChat. I was like, why not try it? So this is how I started doing photography. So I want to share all my picture I took in VRChat. So this is how I start to make world. So I was keep doing it and gather and meet new people. And the same friend introduced me to Shampok, who is the founder of Exploreurs Imaginaires. And this is how I joined the group. And now I keep following them and be one member of the staff.
Oh wow! So
Okay.
So since you started with photography first, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
What were some of your favorite photos you took, and what was some of the things that inspired you to make worlds?
I was in picture. I like to making have a little story in the picture, and this is how I start doing it. And I didn't have any precise idea to making one. I just first do photo gallery and just find inspiration left and right. This is, for example, this one. Just find a video a friend show me as a playlist. You have in the background I found the picture really nice, so I was like, why not try to make a world with taking inspiration of this one.
Okay. Oh. So when you were starting out making worlds and stuff, what were some of the hardest things for you to learn, and how did you overcome them? What were some of your first projects?
Scripting like you don't graph. I was very bad first, and funny thing, I didn't know you have script and with the SDK to make toggle. I was trying to look video, trying to make it just for a second, but it took me an hour to understand how to make it.
Oh, how did you figure out scripting and making toggles and stuff then, if that was the hardest thing?
Following tutorial on YouTube, mostly.
Okay. Oh. So what was some of your first projects you were working on and made, and how has your work evolved over time?
So my first world was my photography 2022. I didn't put any script in like the level design. I barely use any asset. Like it's just grabbing texture left and right, and like if you visit it, like you see like the scale. It's really odd. Like the room is way too bigger and the wall way too tall. You don't have any roof. Like and my friends like making joke like, yeah, we can add the roof next time.
Oh, and since that first world, how has your skill and work evolved over time, over the course of your other worlds?
Yeah, I was to make a second gallery. Then with the Imaginaires Explorer, we do a photo contest, and sometimes the staff are not allowed to participate for obvious reasons. And so I was making gallery picture with all people who made pictures. So I was like making script to have video play on it, making at the same time a little bit a chill world at the same time, and also a gallery photo. So this is how I like to test new things. Like for example, right now is like 1st May, and we do a contest about picture contest on the theme of the moon. And right now, like testing new thing, like for example, like testing to animate UI. So it's like a little bit my playground when I do this type of work to like test new thing, and then coming up with on this one like to applicate what I've learned with it.
Oh, so of your experiments, what have been some of your favorite experiments you've done over the years?
Working on animation can do a lot of things in VR animation. But sometimes it can take a lot of time to set up everything to have the animation working properly.
So what kind of animations have you done and played around with then, may I ask? Like the UI you mentioned?
Yeah. The UI also animate doors, like you have not the like sci-fi door, you need to open it like having a script to like if you tap a code you trigger an animation, etc. and make the animation like to turn on and off and move some part one by one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what are the tests for the UI you're trying to do, may I ask? What are you trying to get to animate in the UI?
By curiosity, if you're like, I see multiple words with animate UI. Like, for example, a perfect example is aquarium from fins. You have an amazing panel, all animated, and like I really like how everything is animated, and I want to learn more about this to just not have the classic button like of you have on some word to like to improve on it.
Oh, okay. So another question I have is within the worlds and some of the work you do, photos included, what are some places you take inspiration from when you create or take photos?
Most of the time I put a playlist depending of the mood I have, and sometimes I take what I see online. For example, like the picture I posted was like yesterday. It's about Marathon, the game from Bungie. I made an avatar, edited an avatar with taking the design of Marathon. So I take the model I tried to copy a bit the model within already created based on VRChat. So I try to now I try to have more outfit and you do more edit on my models. so can be more diversified on the picture I want to take.
Okay. Oh. So when you make a world, as you see inspiration, can kind of start from a playlist. Do you start with the music first in the world? What's the first place you do or start
For
with?
making a world I like, hmm, I don't like to take a music first and take inspiration of it to have like the world like fit the music.
Ah, okay. So, for example, let's use the world we're in. How did you build this world based on the music, like the ones playing in the world now?
So like when on this one I like using like the music, listen to the playlist a lot when I was making the world, and so yeah, like I also take inspiration of the picture. On this one, it was the main source of the inspiration.
Okay. Ooh.
I got one for him. Do you ever, when you take your music, the music that you go with your surroundings, do you put a somewhat of a theme with it so people have an idea? You know, you got the music, but do you put something into it where there's a theme or an idea that there's more to it than just what meets the eye? You got to think a little bit harder on with the music in the world that's clicking.
On this one, I didn't did a lot of work. I was keep it simple, and I just take the music to like and the picture to like fit and like retranscribe what you have on the picture here. So we will fit the theme on this world. So I didn't think too hard on it. I didn't think too hard, yeah.
I gotcha.
Oh, okay. So during your time here in VRChat with Imagineers and photos and making worlds, what are some of your favorite memories or events that have taken place while you're here in VRChat?
My favorite memory on VRChat? I have so much memory on VRChat. And beyond the game like for almost 3 years, and I can meet so many people, so many different people, and each one bring me this one memory, like in the moment I pass with, like go with them. It's really difficult to choose a precise one because I have so many funny story can tell. I have so much memory. Like in 3 years, we have a lot of memory in VRChat.
Okay.
Okay, since you brought that one up, I'll bring the other one. When you first came into VR, what was the weirdest thing you ever saw in VR?
First weird thing. It's probably all people. Okay, I notice. This is one thing. People in public instance, like when back in the day when I joined, I'm French, so I'm joined the French hub, and it was like back in the day before Easy Anti-Cheat was a thing on VRChat. It was a little bit crazy back in the day, and like if you were like a visitor, just a user, a Quest or a PC, you already have someone make you crash. For whatever reason, it was like the wild thing back in the day when I joined.
Okay, I gotcha. I understand that one. I've been there, done that one. I think we all have, haven't we, Line? When you first came into VR, you're going, "Oh crap, what the hell?" Then you stand there and look at it, going, "Was it me?" No, it was the guy's avatar that you ran into. Eek. Yeah, pretty much.
So within your toolkit, for photos or as well as worlds, what are some items in your toolkit with what you create that you go back to, and how did you find them?
You're a little bit cut off. Can you repeat the question?
Of course.
It was
Within
my bad, my bad.
Oh, it's all good. Within your creations, what are some items in your toolkit that you turn back to, whether it's photos or building worlds, and how did you find them?
Mm, can you repeat the question in a different way? Like now, I don't understand what you mean.
So, like for example, are there any items or packets or tools within Unity, Blender, or for example, photos, photo editing that you use regularly within your tool set, and how did you come across them?
Oh, tool set, yeah.
Yeah.
All my tool set, like Photoshop is like the one I mostly use for pictures. Like it's hard to like not use Photoshop. Now recently I started using Blender more and more to edit mesh, etc. And Unity, and I use some package for Unity, some add-on to like for the workflow, like to not to be lost into the hierarchy of Unity.
Okay. So
I got another one. Have you ever taken anything from the real world and decided, you got an idea or you got a picture, everybody, you don't have to use a camera sometimes to take a picture of what you want to represent in here, where you're located or anything. Have you ever taken anything from the real world and tried to put it in here to get whatever you're trying to?
Like I bring some picture and I made a like photo gallery with real pictures. I got pictures from my grandma, and I do like gallery about this travel on Venice. She do on Venice like 3 years in a row for the carnival. This is one type of thing I bring inside VRChat for trying, but I didn't go. I need to continue this thing to make a photo gallery with picture of this travel.
Okay, gotcha.
So I have another question for you. We asked some other photographers. When you take a photo, before you post it, do you edit it or leave it as is?
I edit it. I edit even this little bit in style the exposure on the picture. I always do a little bit of editing at minimum, but sometimes I push it a bit more, like to make a blur on something. Like most of the time I edit my pictures.
Okay.
So I have one friend who complained to me like, yeah, you take good picture, but when I see the picture like, and I see the link of the word, like, and she go to the word, is like, it's not that great.
Oh, so Mask, what made you start wanting to edit your photos?
Back in the day when I was with following the VTuber with this community, back in the day I do a lot of photo edit, like meme, etc. Is how I start Photoshop, making meme and shit post. So this is how I have learned first to use Photoshop, and then I was like, why not keep doing it with like pictures? And this is how I started, keep doing it, and since I never stop.
Oh, okay. What are some of your favorite photos you've taken, and where are they from?
My favorite picture is one with a lashush I made, and the word is one of like Final Fantasy 15, like some city with like looks similar to Venice.
Yeah, I think so.
And this is one picture I take of it, and I do a really good pose on it, and it's one of my favorite picture was on this board. Yeah.
Oh wow. So What kind of photos do you usually look for, and do you have any methods to what you choose to take photos of?
So, before I like to do mix of like landscape and portrait, but recently I go mostly on portrait pictures.
Okay.
So when I join the world, like I try to have an outfit who will fit the vibe of the world, and try to do a pose because I have a lot of tool with my avatar, like a pose system. So you like froze your avatar on one place and you can grab the limb and move it and place it as you want. So you can do like pretty precise pose when you back in the day before it was, as I said, exist. It was really difficult. Like you do need to do your pose on your own, like be upside down sometimes. Like it was really difficult, and need to be really creative. Yeah.
Oh, so you like staging up your photos before you take it? Then mask.
Yeah. I find a good spot. Find avatar would fit it, pose the avatar, and taking pictures.
Ah. When did you start using the pose system mask?
When it released, it was like, I don't remember exactly, like 6 months ago maybe. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but since it was like released, this asset, I never stopped using it. It's like complete change how you can make picture via chat, because you can like pose your avatar and be next to it, and don't be like keeping the pose and moving your camera and keeping the pose, like, and be steady, and it's way more simple with it.
Ah, okay. Oh, so within the photos you've posted in, what are some of your favorite worlds?
One of my favorite words, it was like the sixth station, sixth station. Very good one, and also Dracula Castle, very good one.
Oh, those are pretty good worlds. Now, did you just jump into doing photos, or were you taught by somebody? Same thing with worlds. Did you just jump into it, or were you taught? Do you have any prior experience with either before VRChat?
I just started. Can you repeat the question? I'm not sure about it. Sorry.
With photos and what you do with worlds, did you have prior experience to working with like Unity, Blender, taking photography before you come in, or was it VRChat your first time you've done both?
Yeah, it was on. For pictures, I already did picture in real life. I have a camera before. It was COVID-19, and I did a picture with it. And since I found the way to make picture in VRChat, it's like way more cheaper. Like you have more freedom in VRChat to making pictures in a 3D environment, and also with VRChat I started to use in Unity.
Okay. Oh, so within your experience doing photos in real life, what kind of photos did you take outside of VRChat, and what got you started or wanting to do it there?
So mainly it was landscape picture I took outside in the real world, and now I'm more in VRChat. I'm more into portrait pictures.
Okay. Well, and you were doing this during COVID. That must have been hard, going out and taking landscape photos and stuff.
I was living in the country, so it was more easy to just walk around like in the nature, like it's be more freedom than in the city when everyone needs to stay inside his apartment.
Okay. It must have been, being in the countryside then must have been very made taking photos in COVID very easy then.
Yeah, like the picture of the nature like was more easy than come out from the city and have like police stopping you to why you are out, what are you doing right now? And I like I'm not countryside. I just look less than 500 meters around my house. Like is kind of good spot to take a picture of
Okay.
landscape.
Oh. Now, looking at some of your worlds as well, like Abandoned Apartment or Worldwinner and some others outside of this world, what were some of the inspirations for those ones as well?
So which
Abandoned-
world you reference to?
Abandoned Factory, sorry. Abandoned Factory or
Yeah.
Side Mountain, Echo. What were some of the inspirations of those ones?
So for Abandoned Factory and Side Mountain mostly was the package with a default scene. And on Abandoned Factory, I was like optimize it because it was not made for VR. So, well, like for now who know about a bit of Unity, the world have like 20k batches when optimized world is 100 for VR. So, so it was I spent a whole month to optimize the world, and it was a pain. So for the expansion, I took inspiration about like a little bit of Stalker the game, a little bit.
Oh.
And for Side Mountain, I was playing a lot V-Rising the game. So this is why you have the music of the in the world of Side Mountain. And Side Mountain is also like an asset who like optimize the scene to be usable and playable in VR, because when you just take the asset and you play like this, it's really not optimized. Like you have 20 frames, even lower. It's like really difficult to be inside it. Like it's really difficult. So both of them are just like assets scene. I optimize them. For Echo, it's like I was like inspired by one singer like called Shinadore, and the song Echo you have also when you join the world. And I was like, why not try to make a world like for taking pictures? It was why I made this world mainly.
Okay. So you mentioned it with two of those you optimized. What kinds of things did you have to do to optimize those two worlds, Side Mountain and Abandoned Factory, to be usable? How much work and what did you do?
So for I remember Abandoned Factory, I get traumatized by this one. Like for 1 month, I was like, I have thousands of game objects. I was need to combine meshes, like a lot of them, like select one by one game object, and it was like 1 month I like combine meshes, and testing the word and like looking the batches, see if something is or not. Like try it again, keep doing it, and like at the end I was like, yeah, you have too much polygons and meshes, and like, okay, I need to remove stuff on it. Like for Side Mountain, it was a little bit more simple. The lake you have on it, on the default scene, it was like just multiple water plane, so you can see the line between them. I was like, and also this is one of the things you make the water unoptimized. So like, just remove all of them, just keep one and stretch it. And yeah, so also like the world was a little bit empty. I was like, this is why I had a few birds like with particles like floating around on the horizon to feel a little bit less empty, and try to reduce the texture, because most of the texture you have in this world on the default scene was in 8K.
Okay.
So like really heavy. It's like I try to compress everything to optimize it, and even if I try to get as raw as possible and keep a good quality of the scene, I do what I can, what is possible to do back in the day with my knowledge to make it optimize as much as possible.
Okay. Sorry to make you relive horrible times with asking about the optimization of those worlds.
Bad lion. Bad lion. No, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Oh, I've got one for you. When you're taking real photographs and stuff like this, have you ever got, everybody takes silly pictures. I don't care. Have you ever taken a silly picture from the real world and tried to bring it in here and see if anybody catches it in a world that you've created?
No, and I didn't try that.
Oh, okay.
But I still have the first picture I took in VRChat is one picture of my legs.
Hey, you know what this is? Click. I'm going to build a world around it. Da-da. Can you figure out what it is? That would be funny, man. People going, what is this? I don't get it. I just, you imagine somebody actually doing that? I think it'd be funny. Well, I don't know. It could be a tree. No, it don't look like. It looks like a pair of blue jeans. No, it's dreader slacks. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. It's corduroy. There it is. It's corduroy jeans. Yeah, there. Make a tree out of it. Yeah, I think it'd be funny.
Oh. Well, now that he's asking about funny photos, you mentioned earlier you started working with Photoshop with memes. What kind of memes would you create, Mask?
It was mostly making fun of the streamer, like taking situation in the stream, like, and making a meme of it, mostly like making taking an existent meme, take the picture, put the face of the streamer on it, and do the top and bottom text. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And
I bet you got a lot of laughs for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it did a lot.
Okay, gotcha.
With a lot of members, like it was I think a little bit of contest, try to make a most shit post. When the stream was running, like everyone was ready, like to post something. Like during the thing, like 3, 4, 6 shit posts for one stream. During the stream was really funny.
Okay.
what got you started doing those, Mask, doing shit post memes for the streamer?
I was like, for fun. I see other people doing it. I was like, why not doing it? I have my own idea. Like, let's go for it. Like, that's why you have fun making it.
Okay. Now, I'll ask about some of your other worlds as well, the ones with the photo contests. Where do the inspirations for those come from?
So I just take the theme of the photo contest and make a world with it. Like, when you have one theme was a campfire, so I just take a place with a campfire in the middle, with tents around, and just fit the theme of the contest.
Okay. Now, Mask, what is the Explore Imagineers and what kinds of events do they do?
We do a world hopping, like we do one event every weeks, and it's mostly what we do, like world hopping, like discover a new world and share with everyone new world we can find on VRChat and socialize at the same time.
Okay. So the photo contests are through them as well?
Yeah, it's only with the member, between the member of the of the Explorer Imaginaire.
Okay. How did you get involved with Explore Imagineers, and what kinds of memories do you have with them since you started?
Like I said earlier, like one friend introduced me to Park. So this is how I discovered the group. She and my friend introduced me to the group, and so like Park was really like, oh, you have one taking picture on VRChat, so you're probably visiting, exploring a lot of world. So if you want to join with us, like discover a new world, this is how everything started, and I keep doing it, like exploring. So mostly now exploring to prepare the event. So like when you have like we exploring world, we do for one event we do like a list of 10 words and around 10 words, and for those 2 hours we exploring those words. We found me or other member we found on VRChat.
Okay. Oh. So from starting with them as photography, what got you in the door as being staff?
I was really like I'm working a lot in the community, like doing application, and the two founders found that I was investing a lot of time in the community. So I was like, I saw you do a lot of stuff for us, and you help a lot. So why not becoming one of the staff members? So this is how I get into staff, into the staff member.
Okay. So another question I have with photography, Explore Imagineers, and world building, have you viewed VR any differently than when you started after doing all these things?
Yeah, like, I evolved a lot, but maybe I don't remember exactly how much I evolved in this years. True. But yeah, it's like learning this used to use Unity and stuff, like changed my perspective up to working on a world. And so with a little bit of experience I have, sometimes I help a friend to give them feedback for their world.
Okay. Oh. Now, did you ever expect the journey you've been on when you first put on the headset? Did you have any inkling that you'd be on anything close to what you're doing now?
No, not at all. Like I was not expected to be going so far in VRChat. Like when I joined first, I was like, oh, okay, you're like. My main experience was in public lobby, so it wasn't that great. So this is mostly because of Explore Imaginaire I stick in. It's the main reason I stick in VRChat.
Oh wow. Okay. Ooh. Well, we're gonna ask you the last couple questions before we start wrapping up, if that's okay.
Mhm.
Cool. And the first one is the name using VRChat. Where'd it come from? Why do you use it? Why do you still use it?
My username?
Yeah.
Was the username was using still my 13. I was in like a cyber coffee, like, and this was how I started using this username, and I just keep in it since.
Okay.
So you have no special meaning with it, and just only meaning you have with it is a number. It's just my birth date.
Ah, okay. And the avatar you're in, what is it? Why do you use it? And is there anything about it that means anything to you?
I really like this one, but it's really old one. I also remember one of your previous video. I see someone using a similar base. It's Terrell, if I remember properly.
Terrell's, yeah, I've seen him use that
Yeah.
base before. Yeah, Terrell's.
yeah, Terrell. Yeah, he also uses base. He uses like a red, so in red with the Oni face. Yeah, I really like this base. Before I can show you my first personal avatar I made back in the day.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I can show you the old one. Most of the first people who seen me on the Explorer Imaginaire know me with is an old Viroid avatar. I got for free. If I did want to make me switch, here we go. It's still my fallback. Keyword. For me, taking time. Here you go. So it was my old model I was using back in the day.
Oh, wow. That's actually a really unique avatar. I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
What's the symbol represent? Because I noticed it's on the tree too, down here on the bottom.
Yeah, it's a symbol of Explorer Imaginaire.
Okay.
The compass with a triangle in the center.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So what made you want to choose this as your first avatar? Was there any reasons you made this in Vroid?
I was scrolling to on both website and I was like, I want to try a new idea. I look for the free avatar and I found this one. I was like, why not try it? And I think with this one for like months before to get the new one, the one I currently use.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much, Jarvis, for your time. It was an absolute pleasure
Yeah,
meeting
very
you and
much.
hearing all your tales. So thank you so very much.
Yeah, very much. We appreciate it very much.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh.
Yeah.
Where can the audience find you if they wish to reach out and find you?
They can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky. I post a picture on those social.
Okay. We'll make sure to have those as well as Explore Imagineers right in the description for you to find. If you're to scroll down in the video, if you're on YouTube and you go to the description of the video, hit show more, we have a section labeled guest links, and we'll have everything there from his Instagram at Blue Sky. Easy place for you to click and go follow him. And if you wish to join Explore Imagineers, they'll be in there as well. And if you're on Spotify, it'll be over in the episode description, same place, same label. And again, if you scroll down, go give them a follow and go hang out with them if you're into world hopping, photos, or anything like that. And we'll ask you the audience, a question. What is a photo that you've taken that means something to you? What is it and why? We'd like to hear about it and the story behind it. Put it in the comment section. We'll read it. And with that said, Mr. Raptor, you know the thing.
You know it. No matter what, folks, like Line says, once you take a photo, you remember the photo. And usually, guess what? They get some weird ones of me, and God, they're scary, and they get thrown back at you. But make sure you laugh at them, because that's all you got is just a laugh. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.
Hello, I'm actually here to interrupt the episode you're watching really quick to ask you a favor. Please come join us at any of the other locations we have. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify, both of which we post our episodes and are very up to date on both. We have Discord where you go to hang out all the time, where you're gaming and shooting the breeze over with many people over that way. Feel free to come join us. I invite you. If you wish to support us, we have a Patreon where we post a bunch of random bits, bobs, and extra podcasts every once in a while for you to go enjoy. Also, if you wish to support us while in VRChat, we're now part of the creator economy. So please come join if you wish to support us there. It's there for you to choose if you so wish. And thank you very much. And a special thanks to some of the people who have signed up on our Patreon, which are as follows. And have written down so I'll remember. And that's a tough thing. Forbidden Zero, Niche, Aliquum, Future Oracle, Lesser Capybara, and Frozen. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
I wonder if we can ride the train and go inside the fucking over there. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. How big that wall is.
Goes in there and goes around. Why? And it goes around.
Oh, it does. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah, it goes fucking around. I don't know where it goes. Like I said, I just got here. I don't know where everything is.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to check this place out.
Definitely, we're gonna have to.
There's another one. There's another one I gotta show you that It's called the. Yeah, hold on. Another one is called the Cozy Woods. That one's cool.
Oh, okay. We're definitely gonna have to check that out too. There's a bunch we're gonna have to check
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, there's some new ones in.